Hey friendos, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt. We're back with some more Marvel Future Fight, and we're here today to go through our usual monthly story fragment combines. So, as always, we'll have a quick look through. As you can see, we've not had much luck with CTPs in recent months with the story fragments. So we have a very short supply in here. We've got a couple of things from World Boss Legends and some other login events. We're still waiting for a couple of premium cards so we can finally get rid of those two awful green resists and perfect our baby Spidey card. And yeah, no, don't want artifacts, that's for another time. So yeah, that is everything at the moment. As you can see, we got the nice icon from the Otherworld Battle Season 1, which ended yesterday. I hope you all got some good rewards from it. 300 crystals was very nice. However, this is the start of Season 2. We were expecting big things, lots of changes, and so far I haven't really seen anything. This week's debuff characters, none. So we're starting exactly as we left off from Season 1. Good stuff, Marvel Future Fight devs. Only 3 debuff characters per week, up to a maximum of 6, so they're going to rotate them out. They really need to do better. I really think they need to do a lot more than just this, but we shall wait and see. And then I know I was mentioning yesterday in yesterday's video, if you haven't seen it, the one about Kang versus Logan, about the potential arrival of native tier 3 uniforms. And one of you guys, Ginger Monkey King, shout out to you. You mentioned in the comments yesterday about the potential cost. As we can see here, native tier 2s, the cost goes up to 2,500 from 1,750 or 1,250 depending on the normal uniforms. So a potential tier 3 uniform could be super expensive. So that's an interesting point actually. It'll be interesting to know what you guys think of that. A 3,000 crystal cost uniform, which is reduced to 2,000 in the sales. That sounds like how it probably would be. Would you be prepared to pay for that though? That's what I want to know. Me personally, it would have to be a real top meta breaking uniform for me to pay out that much. But we shall see. We shall see what the devs have in store in the future. Hopefully they do have some more stuff in store, because the game is feeling pretty grindy at the moment. I'm not sure how anyone else feels, but with the fact that this month we're potentially looking at 3 tier 4s. We've already had Miles, we are getting Logan next week with the mid-month. Well, I say mid-month, but there's all several mid-month patches now. And we know that Spider-Gwen is coming too, so that's 3 tier 4s. Is it time that they started looking at adding more new content to the game? Yes. Should they be changing aspects of the game? I think so, yes. I think they should be looking at changing the rewards you get in World Boss Legend. I don't buy into that all. We had to keep it the same for every World Boss Legend. No. If the requirements are not the same and the difficulty is not the same, why should the rewards be the same? That's an absolute crock. So, if, let's say, they're sticking with that, okay, and we know that they're not going to change timeline survival, why don't we get something new? Like, and considering from yesterday's video, we all know how they like to keep things pretty much the same. They just reinvent the same articles over and over again. How about a new story mission? We've got what used to be known to us as stages 1 to 13. Now broken up into 4 sections, which we're obviously farming the fragments for and going through now. We have this one, stages 1 to 8, which is essentially the standard Avengers versus Earth's villains. So you've got Ultron, Red Skull, Green Goblin, etc, etc. Then you have the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. missions with the Inhumans, which brings in Thane, Maximus, Medusa, Black Bolt, etc. We then have the Elemental War, the Oil War, which is probably my favourite one. And the only reason why is because it seems to have the highest drop rates out of all of them for actually getting premium materials. As you see, we are not getting much in terms of luck here so far. I haven't had a decent CTP from the story mode fragment farming in absolute ages. I don't know if it's just bad luck or what, or if the obviously whenever you go through it yourself, you feel that the rates have been nerfed, but then someone will pop up and say, "Oh no, I got a CTP of rage or a CTP of insight in my last fragment farming, and I only had 5 fragments." Hey, and there you go. We get something half decent there, stage 5 enhanced. So that's pretty good. But then the story progresses each time. If you actually play it through from the first story right through, it does feel like there are common threads through the stories. And then we get to the end and we're introduced to Sword, we get Blue Marvel, Captain Marvel comes in, and we have Thanos as the big bad. So I think we should have a new story mode, and it was something that I pitched a while ago, quite a long time ago now. It might have been well before I was even making videos when I pitched it in one of Alex's comment sections. But I think we should go cosmic. We should push further out, and we should have a Guardians inspired story mission. You could have it as, 4 or 5 different sections. You could have a range of the old Guardians, who are currently the ones that people are familiar with from the films. So, Drax, Gamora, etc. But then you could also have Angela come into it. You could have the likes of Agent Venom in there. You could even introduce a couple of new characters, like Moondragon. That would be fantastic. And you could have, different cosmic entities as the bosses. You could have Galactus in there. We've already got him in game. And how about for a different end of, stage boss, instead of just a one-on-one fight with someone like Thanos, we have a sort of single player GBR where you're facing off against Galactus. That would be awesome. Or you could go down the Secret Invasion route, since that show has currently just started. I haven't actually caught up with it yet. I've been meaning to, but it's been so hot in the UK that even sitting down to watch TV is just too exhausting at the moment. So I haven't actually seen it yet, but I will catch up with it soon. But you could do something there with Secret Invasion. You could have the Skrulls involved, and then you could use the Fantastic Four. You could introduce Super Skrull. There are a whole range of different ways that Netmarble could actually improve the story. And for all the things that people say is good and bad about Marvel Future Fight, I do feel that the story is actually really strong aspect of the game here in all of these different ones. We actually haven't done today. I know I always say I do this one daily, but I haven't done it just yet, so hey, there we go. That's why that one is always worth doing, because you always get good ISO from there, whether it's fully awakened or not. And now I come on to my favourite one, because it's usually the only one where I get any good rewards, or the maximum, the premium, in air quotes, reward. And that would be the Odin's Blessings. But yeah, I'd love to see a future story mode extension. I think it is an obvious direction the devs could go. It's fairly straightforward in terms of game mechanics, because it's nothing that's not already in the game. You just change some of the enemies, change some of the backgrounds, and there you go. You write a few lines of dialogue, explaining the setup and introducing new characters if necessary. Yeah. Hey, nice. There you go. So we did get an Odin's Blessing there after all. So that's why it continues to be my favourite, because we managed to get a Fortitude. So hey, happy days. Oh, and another. Okay, alright, we got a Tifa. Nice. Okay, you're definitely staying top of the list so far then. But yes, I don't know how you guys would feel about having story mode as a further story mode introduced. Again, it's fairly similar to what we saw with the old special missions, where we had different stories brought in for the likes of the New Avengers, the Asgardians. We had a few different ones there. Oh, look at that. 3. Okay, that's pretty cool. We managed to get a really decent return today, so I'm happy with that. Can we get 4? Or is that pushing our luck maybe a little bit too much? But hey, I'll definitely take 3. The way things are going, every little extra bit helps. And being able to change Uru for Odin's Blessing really helps push those extra stages in the likes of World Boss Legend. So I'll take it. I'll gladly take it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Would you be interested in more story missions and further story missions, continuing the story and then bringing in new rewards? We could finally get some tier 4 rewards. Even if it's just at the end of fragment farming, you could get, say, carbonadium and life essence as each stage reward. And then you could combine fragments for... I don't know what you would combine it for. We already have ISO, we already have Uru. I'm sure they could come up with something that you could combine it for. And then obviously you could then have Soul of the Faultine as a drop, similar to how we now currently have TCP and EOD. As you can tell in this video, I'm not even paying attention to how much I get of either of those. Because we're at the stage now where we just have so much that you don't actually have to pay attention. It's the tier 4 materials that you're having to count desperately every day. So we move on to our last one for today, and we haven't had too many premium cards of late, but we did manage to get ourselves 3 Odin's Blessings, so I guess we can say that our luck hasn't been too bad today. I don't know how your guys' lucks have been with the old story fragment farming. Obviously, with the Cosmic Core event going on, it's always an extra good time to be doing these fragment farmings, even if you just leave it overnight to do the story missions. As always, not only do you get the great rewards from the fragment farming, but you also get the points going into the Cosmic Core event as well, which definitely helps. Even if you're just getting awakening materials or tier 3 materials, whatever it is that you're actually getting, it's always an added bonus. So I definitely think that people shouldn't be skipping this. And then you will be able to get to a phase fairly soon. Even on my beginner account, I've only got about 4 or 5 tier 3s on there, but I'm still able to do it, even if I'm not getting the drops of the story fragments as often as I would like. I'm still getting decent rewards every day. And of course, if you don't get a story fragment, you will end up with either EOD or TCP. So, you know, definitely worth doing no matter what stage of the game you're in. If, obviously, big asterisk there, if you can afford the energy. You shouldn't be doing this, I would say, at the expense of doing your other dailies. Obviously, the likes of Dimension Mission come first, and then whatever epic quests, if you have any of the epic quests that you have to do, get those done out of the way first. But certainly, if you have spare energy, especially, like I say, at the end of the day at night time, excuse me, that's a good time to do it. But yes, as you can see, we're winding down here. Just got a last few to go. It doesn't look like we're going to be very lucky with CTPs with premium cards. We weren't at all lucky with CTPs. We still haven't got any new ones, but we did get the Odin's Blessings. And like I say, you can see here, TCP out the wazoo. And same with EOD, and there you go, we get some more. So it's still definitely worth doing. I will still continue to do it every month because it is worthwhile for me, and it does mean that when a character gets a transcendence or they get an awakening or you need them for a specific thing, for instance, I just managed to take Vulture from level 60 straight up to transcended just so I could do the stage 9 clearment requirements for Kang. For World Boss Legend, you had to clear 5 times with Vulture, so I was able to carry him easily, even though he's not, you know, particularly well built up. Carried him easily with Shadow Shell. So there we go. Sadly, no new CTPs, which is a shame. No new premium cards, but we get enough of those as it is per month. But we did get ourselves 3 new Odin's Blessings, so I'd say that's pretty good. Definitely helps with building up characters. For the more challenging content like the World Boss Legends. Hopefully we'll see more new content. Hopefully Battle World improves, because I'm really disappointed at the moment. And as you see, I've got so much gold now that I can just afford to just completely max out and combine all of my Uru up to 6 star, so that when we do get the enhanced increased chances of Odin's Blessings, I can use it that way. And that's what I've been doing. As you can see, the rest of the materials we really don't need to worry about in terms of tier 3 mats. It's just the tier 4 ones where we desperately need more methods. So please, Marvel Future Fight devs, whatever it is, whether it's new world boss legends, changing the rewards there, doing something better with Battle World, or introducing new story missions like I suggested, please bring something in soon, because whilst it's nice to have X of Swords stuff, I would much rather have, you know, a bunch more Soul of the Foul team. Anyway, that's everything for today's video. I'm gonna let you guys get on, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Till then, bye for now.
We await your return, warrior.